Did you know that if you were a fan of Barcelona in the 1940s, you might have found yourself in hot water? Football has always been more than just a sport in Spain. It's deeply intertwined with the country's history and politics. Continue watching to discover the gripping link between football and nationalism in Spain. From Franco's dictatorship to the present day, we'll delve into how football clubs have been used as symbols of regional identity and how matches between rival teams have reflected broader tensions within Spanish society. So, if you're interested in learning more about the fascinating relationship between football and nationalism in Spain, be sure to stick around. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on sports and culture around the world. To truly understand the connection between football and nationalism in Spain, we need to rewind the clock and take a look at the country's tumultuous history. One of the most defining periods was the Spanish Civil War, which raged from 1936 to 1939, tearing the nation apart along political and ideological lines. During this brutal conflict, General Francisco Franco emerged as the leader of the nationalist faction, ultimately prevailing and establishing a dictatorship that would last for nearly 4 decades. Under Franco's authoritarian rule, football became more than just a sport. It became a powerful tool for propaganda and control. The regime recognized the potential of football to foster a sense of national unity and identity among the Spanish people. Franco's government heavily promoted football as a means of showcasing Spain's strength and superiority on the international stage. Success in football was equated with national pride, and winning became synonymous with upholding the regime's ideals. The Spanish national team's triumphs on the football field were celebrated as victories for the regime, further solidifying the connection between football and nationalism. Matches became highly politicized events, with fans rallying behind their team as a symbol of Spanish unity under Franco's rule. But it wasn't just about winning matches. Franco's regime also used football stadiums as venues for political rallies and propaganda events, effectively harnessing the passion of the fans to promote its agenda. However, it's important to recognize that not everyone embraced this fusion of football and nationalism. Some saw it as a means of diverting attention away from the regime's oppressive tactics and human rights abuses. Despite the regime's efforts to control the narrative, football also provided a platform for dissent and resistance. In many ways, the football pitch became a battleground for competing ideologies, with fans expressing their political beliefs through chants, banners, and even boycotts. As Spain transitioned to democracy following Franco's death in 1975, the relationship between football and nationalism evolved. While the sport continued to play a significant role in Spanish culture, its connection to politics has become more nuanced, reflecting the country's diverse and complex identity. Imagine a time when football wasn't just a game, but a battleground for political supremacy. That was the reality in Spain during the reign of dictator Francisco Franco. Franco, a cunning leader, understood the power of football in shaping public opinion and diverting attention from his oppressive regime. In Franco's eyes, football was a tool for propaganda and control. He handpicked Real Madrid, the capital's biggest club, to represent his fascist leadership. Meanwhile, FC Barcelona emerged as a symbol of Catalan identity and resistance against Franco's rule. The rivalry between Real Madrid and FC Barcelona transcended the pitch. It was a clash of ideologies, with Franco backing Real Madrid to assert his dominance, while Barcelona stood as a beacon of Catalan pride. But the oppression didn't stop there. Franco's regime went to great lengths to suppress Catalan culture, even resorting to violence. The murder of Barcelona's president, Josep Sunyol, in 1936 exemplifies the brutality faced by those who dared to challenge Franco's authority. Barcelona supporters found solace in their football club, where they could freely express their Catalan identity. However, even the football pitch wasn't immune to Franco's control. Matches were manipulated to serve as distractions during time of unrest, with only Real Madrid receiving the spotlight on national television. Yet amidst the darkness, there were moments of defiance. Atletico de Madrid, initially aligned with Franco's regime, eventually distanced themselves, showing that even football clubs could evolve beyond political influence. It wasn't until the arrival of Alfredo Di Stefano that Real Madrid truly became Franco's team on the pitch. His controversial transfer, marred by corruption and backroom politics, epitomized the manipulation that defined Franco's reign. As we reflect on this turbulent period in Spanish history, let us remember the power of sports to unite and divide, to uplift and oppress. Football may just be a game, but in the hands of dictators like Franco, it became a weapon of mass manipulation. We all know that football is more than just a sport in Spain. It's a way of life, a passion that runs deep in the veins of millions of people across the country. But did you know that in regions like Catalonia and the Basque Country, football fandom goes hand in hand with regional nationalism? Take FC Barcelona, for example. The club represents Catalonia, a region with its own distinct language, culture, and history. For many Catalans, supporting Barça isn't just about cheering for their favorite team, it's a way of expressing their identity and aspirations for autonomy. And then there's the Basque Country, home to Athletic Bilbao. Now, this club is special. Founded in 1898, Athletic Bilbao has a unique policy of only fielding players of Basque origin, making them a symbol of Basque identity and solidarity. Walking through the streets of Bilbao, you can feel the passion and pride that surrounds Athletic Bilbao. The club's success on the pitch is celebrated as victories for the entire Basque community. Football clubs like FC Barcelona and Athletic Bilbao have served as symbols of regional identity and autonomy for decades. They provide a platform for fans to express their cultural pride and political aspirations. So, how exactly did football become so intertwined with nationalism in Spain? Well, it all goes back to the early 20th century when the sport began to gain popularity across the country. As football clubs started to form in different regions, they became more than just athletic organizations. They became focal points for local pride and solidarity, especially in regions with distinct cultural identities, like Catalonia and the Basque Country. Over the years, football matches in these regions have often been accompanied by political demonstrations and chants, advocating for independence or autonomy. The stadiums have become arenas for expressing political dissent and asserting regional identity. And even today, when FC Barcelona faces off against Athletic Bilbao, it's more than just a game. It's a clash of cultures, a battle between two regions with their own distinct identities and aspirations. So, the next time you watch a football match in Spain, remember that it's not just about what happens on the pitch. It's also about the rich tapestry of history, culture, and identity that surrounds the game. Football has been instrumental in shaping Spain's national identity, especially during moments of triumph on the international stage. Who can forget the euphoria that swept the nation when Spain lifted the World Cup in 2010? But this sense of national pride isn't always a unifying force. At times, it can fuel tensions between regions with distinct cultural identities, like Catalonia and the Basque Country, where some see football success as a validation of their autonomy. Now let's address the elephant in the room: football-related violence. Unfortunately, this game has a dark side, with clashes between rival fan groups occasionally spiraling into wider societal conflicts. In recent years, we've seen instances where football matches became battlegrounds for political ideologies, with violence erupting between opposing fan factions. These clashes not only endanger lives, but also strain social cohesion and exacerbate political tensions. Take, for instance, the controversial match between Barcelona and Real Madrid in 2017, amidst heightened political tensions surrounding Catalonia's push for independence. The game wasn't just about football. It became a symbolic battleground for opposing ideologies. But here's the thing: it doesn't have to be this way. Football has the power to unite rather than divide. Just look at the grassroots initiatives promoting inclusivity and tolerance within fan communities. When fans come together to celebrate their love for the game, regardless of background or beliefs, that's when football truly shines as a force for positive change. During the Franco dictatorship, football was used as a tool to promote Spanish unity and suppress regional identities. Clubs like Real Madrid became symbols of the regime, while other teams like Barcelona represented resistance and Catalan pride. Fast forward to today, and the legacy of football's intersection with nationalism is still felt across Spain. Nowhere is this more evident than in Catalonia, where the push for independence has reignited old debates about identity and autonomy. Catalonia's quest for independence has sparked fierce debates, both on and off the pitch. Football clubs like Barcelona have become symbols of Catalan identity, with fans proudly waving the Estelada flag at matches. But football isn't just a reflection of political tensions, it is also a catalyst for change. The passion and energy of fans can inspire social movements and drive conversations about democracy and equality. So, what does the future hold for football and nationalism in Spain? Well, one thing's for sure. As long as there's a ball on the pitch and a flag in the stands, this game will continue to be a powerful force in shaping Spanish society. Thanks for joining us on this journey through football and nationalism in Spain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all our latest content. And be sure to check out our other amazing videos for more fascinating insights into the world around us.